We've done videos on the League battle decks. We've done videos on the Deluxe battle decks. Now we're going to check out a new product, the Rival battle decks. We've got Marnie's Grimmsnarl EX and Steven's Metagross EX. These two Pokemon are honestly pretty similar. They have a lot of HP, they have pretty efficient attacks, and their abilities are really strong, able to pull energy directly from the deck and put them into play. But in a head-to-head format, which one of them would come out on top? The Psychic and Metal options from Steven's Metagross, or will it be the all-dark deck of the Marnie's Grimmsnarl? Azul and I are going to take turns playing each of them, that way we each have a chance to play the decks, and we can also maybe get a good feel for which one is the stronger of the two. Let's open these things up and see who comes out on top, Marnie or Steven.
You know, I don't think Marnie and Steven are necessarily rivals. I don't think they've ever even been in the same game, but you know what? Here we are. They are rivals for the purposes of this video. Marnie's Grimmsnarl versus Steven's Metagross, 260 card decks. I'm gonna open up the Steven's deck and take a look at what all comes inside.
Is this like is the Pokemon TCG forcing some lore? Yeah, it's like usually all the lore comes from the video game, right? But now the TCG is...
I don't know if Steven and Marnie facing off is canon or whatever. All right, let's open this thing up. So we do get a huge Steven coin. There it is.
Dude, why did they make the coin so big now?
They are massive these days. I don't know. Bigger is better, baby. And then we get a nice promo, Steven's Beldum. The only way to get this card actually is in this box, so it's kind of cool. It's like a exclusive promo card. And then Steven's Metagross EX. X-Boot for the ability. Once during your turn, you may search your deck for a basic Psychic Energy, a basic Metal Energy, or one of each, and attach them to your Metal and Psychic Pokemon in any way that you like. Then shuffle your deck. Extremely powerful ability, so yeah, that's good. Operation Get Steven's Metagross up and running. That is going to be the name of the game for playing this deck. And then let's look at the rest of the remaining cards here. 57 more cards. We do, of course, have a split, I assume, of Metal and Psychics because we can get multiple energy out. The Steven's Ball Toy. I actually don't even know what the Clay Doll and stuff does. We've got the Steven's Scar here. Sonic Double. 50 damage to 2 of your opponent's Pokemon. That's honestly not too bad. We do have Boss's Orders, one of the most powerful supporter cards in the game. Switch in one of your opponent's bench Pokemon to the active spot. Really strong. Research is a great consistency option. The Rare Candy can help us get into the Steven's Metagross a bit quicker, which is nice. Super Rod for some recovery. The Steven's Carbank here, Stone Palace. As long as this Pokemon is on your bench, all of your Steven's Pokemon take 30 less damage from attacks from your opponent's Pokemon. So I guess we're trying to be bulky and survive hits. We've got the Granite Cave as well to kind of go alongside that. Steven's Pokemon take 30 less damage, so we can take reduced 60 if we have both the Granite Cave and the, what's that little guy called? The Carbine can play. We've got the Steven's Clay Doll. Oh my gosh. A one prize Pokemon, 220 damage. Discard all energy from this Pokemon. That's a lot of damage. A pretty steep cost, obviously discarding all the energy, but we of course can re-accelerate the energy right back out with the Stevens right afterwards, which is nice. Energy Recycler, a card to let us shuffle cards back into the deck, which is nice. So if we're attacking with the Clay Doll, we can put them all back in. Other than that, it looks like a very straightforward deck. We got Research Boss and Drayton as the supporters. Was there Iono? Yes, there was Iono in here as well. So pretty straightforward, to be honest. Nothing super fancy or super unique. I think, yeah, it's just all about setting up the Steven's Metagross EX. Now let's get into the Marnie deck.
All right, now it's my turn to open up the Marnie's Rival battle deck. Of course, featuring Grimmsnarl as the main attacker in the deck.
You already have a connection with this deck because this is the deck that you played to NAIC this season.
That is true, yes. The amount of people, when I was testing Grimmsnarl, who asked me where's the Morpeko was way too high.
Not a fan?
No. Of course, we got the heavy hitters in here. Big coin, just like the Stevens coin. It's just Marnie's head. 2 Grimmsnarl EX, main attacker in the deck with the Shadow Bullet. And then, similar to the Metagross, I guess, its ability does accelerate energy into play from the deck as well. Only on evolution, though. Not every turn. And the promo, Morpeko. Like you mentioned, you only get these in the battle decks. Is that like one of those promos that in the special set that comes out in January, they might be in that potentially?
I got nothing for you there, buddy.
I thought you were supposed to know these things. All right, so we definitely expect plenty of dark energy, but let's see what else is in here. Rare Candy to get into our stage 2. We've got the Iono, Buddy Poffin, the Spikemuth Gym, one of the most powerful, maybe the most powerful stadium, current standard format. Once during each player's turn, that player may search their deck for a Marnie's Pokemon, reveal it, and put it into their hand. Then that player shuffles their deck. Honestly, yeah, one of the most powerful stadiums of all time. It's probably like top 30, top 20. It's up there. It's pretty good. EXP share. You also have that in the Metagross deck as well. This feels like a little overkill for both decks, to be honest. I don't know if we need that much energy retention. Ultra Ball, of course. Marnie's Scraggy, dark colorless, 50 damage, discard an energy from your opponent's active Pokemon with the Crunch. There's the Marnie's Liepard, Pointy Claws. If your opponent's active Pokemon is a Pokemon EX, is attacked to 70 more damage. Okay, so 140 for 2 dark, which we accelerate into play with the Grimmsnarl. Boss's Orders. We got the Purloin here, Pointy Claws, 20 plus 40 for a dark if it's an EX in the active. Professor's Research. Too many people's favorite Marnie's Pokemon, the Morpeko, the Spiky Wheel for 3 colorless energy. Does 20 plus 40 more damage for each dark energy attached to this Pokemon, which might seem pretty good, especially because Marnie's Grimmsnarl can accelerate 5 dark energy into play. But even if you put 5 dark energy on this Morpeko, you're only hitting for 220 damage. That's not that much for 5 energy, to be honest. The Morpeko is not it. Marnie's Scrafty here, Wild Tackle for 2 dark and a colorless, 160, do 30 to yourself. Honestly, this is more efficient than the Morpeko. It doesn't have the unlimited cap. I guess if there's enough dark energy in here, got a little bit of recovery with the Super Art. If there's enough dark energy in here, I guess you could like one-hit KO something that has like 300 plus HP. But I don't even know if there is enough dark for that, to be honest. But yeah, that's the Marnie's deck.
The decks honestly look extremely similar.
Yeah, honestly, the supporter item lineup might be exactly the same. Did you have Buddy Poffins in the Metagross one?
I did, yeah.
Yeah, it actually might be the same besides the Pokemon and the stadiums, I guess.
Honestly, a little disappointing. I kind of like it when there's a more variety between them.
Yeah.
More uniqueness between them, but at least they'll be on the same power level, right?
Yeah, it's going to be pretty close. It's going to be a lot of 2-hit KOing back and forth, I think. Or 1-hit KOing on the smaller stuff. But let's leave these up and let's see what they play like.
All right, Azul, Stevens versus Marnie's. We are going to take turns playing these decks this time.
Pass back and forth.
See which one of us can come out on top. Both having a chance to play the deck. We don't have to use the damage counters and stuff. I won't make you use these. I'm going to make you use the coins, though. Flip the coin for us, Azul.
All right.
And I'm going to call tails.
I'm going to go with the Steven. You want tails?
Yeah.
That is tails.
Let's go.
Do you want Stevens or Marnie's?
Oh, am I choosing what deck? I'm going to go Stevens because it's already in my hands. I thought I was choosing to go first or second.
Oh, I was going to let you pick.
I thought we were locked on what deck we were playing.
Oh,
already.
okay.
So I'm going to go second.
Okay, sounds good.
with Stevens.
I'll see how this goes. I'm trying to think. The damage reduction could be big from
That's
the
what I'm
carbon.
kind of thinking.
Like the snipe damage is going to be irrelevant, basically, right?
That is one of the things I thought through. Yeah, that's one of the added benefits of Grimmsnarl. Grimmsnarl's a lot weaker without Frostlass and Monkey Dory as well.
Yes. I think Stevens is a little bit more of the complete package for sure. I do have a mulligan.
I do not. Oh my gosh, look at my
That good.
opening. You didn't let me see your mulligan.
There was no Marnie's Pokemon.
You gotta keep him honest, chat.
You say chat?
Yeah.
Shout out chat.
Shout out to chat. I'm gonna keep track of these, you know. More cards never hurt anyone.
Okay, I do. And I'm going first?
You are going first. I'll take my
This
mulligan.
is just, I don't even know. I'm going first.
That's what we've said now twice.
All right, just making sure.
Good luck, Azul.
Good luck, Chip.
Impadimp.
Draw for turn. Okay.
Top deck the gas.
It's a game changer. Now, man, that's going to be interesting too. All right, I'm going to, well, I think, sure. I'm going to bench Marnie's Purloin.
Sure.
I will, I think the attack takes 2 energy. I'll attach return to the active Marnie's Impidimp, and with that chip, I will pass.
I will draw for turn.
I was about a filch, but I can't do that.
I'll use Buddy Poffin. Search my deck for 2 Pokemon with 70 HP or less. Put them onto my bench. Why does Carbink have 80 HP, bro? What is up with that?
Carbink? The tank. That'd be kind of good if you could get off the Poffin, though.
So I'll Buddy Poffin for the nice art rare Beldum and also Steven's Ball Toy.
Nice.
I'll go back in.
Your deck can't snipe, though, right? No.
Buddy Poffin number 2.
In the opening hand. Is there only 2? Is there 4?
I think there's 2. Checks the box.
There's 3.
There's 3.
So you didn't get as lucky as you could, but...
Well, I prized my other one. That's why I said there's only 2. I'm just going to get the 1 Steven's Beldum. I'm going to go back in.
Okay.
I'll switch into Steven's Ball Toy. I'll attach a Metal Energy for turn to Steven's Ball Toy, and then I'll go for the Summoning Sign. Search your deck for up to 2 basic Steven's Pokemon, and put them onto your bench. Then shuffle the deck.
Okay.
That's how I can get my Carbink. And from that, I'll grab Steven's Carbink and Steven's Skarmory. All right, you're up.
All right, I'll draw for turn. Oh, all right. This is... All right, this is pretty interesting. So my top deck last turn was Spike with Gem, which I will use to search my deck for Marnie's Pokemon. I'll get a Grimmsnarl.
Oh, Rare
Then
Candy
I'll
turn
Candy.
2. Sheesh.
And then Punk up, searching my deck for up to 5 basic Dark Energy. I'm going to do a little counting here. I'm going to see how many we have in here. Can the Morpeko get there is the question, to be honest.
Honest Steven's Metagross. Don't I have 340 hit points? That is
The answer is yes.
Is it worth it, though?
Well, I don't have a Marnie's Morpeko to put energy on, so I am going to thin a couple extra energy out of this deck besides the one I'm going to get to my Grimmsnarl. I do get to search up to 5. I think it probably is worth it. And we still have enough energy left, so I could get to the 1-hit KO eventually, maybe. I'll put 2 on the Marnie's Purloin. And my hand is a little weird, but I feel like the ability to do 30 damage to your bench is pretty good. So I will Boss's Orders up your card bank. I don't remember if there's 2 of those in there. I know you have some recovery, but I think this seems pretty good. I'm going to Shadow Bullet for the KO, and then no damage.
No, it's only while it's on the bench. So you do get
really?
30 damage. Yeah.
Oh, interesting. Now I don't know what to do. This is unexpected.
I got a free 30 damage.
But man, so much pressure. I mean, the Beldums are all the same. I feel like there's not a good target, but maybe
I think there is a good target, buddy.
Well, see, I think the Baltoy's coming to the active, so
yeah, you could top deck Boss next turn.
I want to put on the Skarmory.
Okay.
I feel like Skarmory's not that good of an attacker if it stays on the bench the whole game.
Sure. Start to build it up.
Yep.
I will send up the Stevens Baltoy and draw for turn. I will evolve Beldum into Matang. I will evolve Beldum into Matang.
1 time for the 3rd time.
I will go for the Summoning Sign. Search my deck for 2 basic Stevens Pokemon, put them on my bench.
All right, I didn't get a boss on my prize cards, but now I'm curious. Will it come off the top deck?
That'd be pretty funny. I did prize my other card bank, so
There is 2.
I think there's 2. I'm pretty sure.
It'd be nice for there to be 2 for sure, because it's definitely a pretty powerful card.
Yeah. I will grab Stevens Beldum and put it onto my bench.
All right, I'll draw for turn. It's not Boss's Orders, but I'm not going to say I wanted it. All right, I'll play Buddy Buddy Poppin', search my deck for up to 2 basic Pokemon with 70 HP or less, and I'll grab 2 Impidimps.
Impy Dimpy.
That's his name.
That's what I said. Impy Dimpy, bro.
And
there he is.
I will also take advantage of the Spikemuth Gym.
Sounds good.
And I'll search my deck for a Morgrim.
Only makes sense.
And then I'm a Shadow Bullet.
Okay.
Knocking out the active, and I'll put 30 damage on. Hold on.
Oh, whoa. Excuse me.
Let's go with one of the Matangs.
Okay.
Because I feel like Skarmory is coming to the active. Is Skarmory a free retreat? It's one retreat. Okay.
One retreat.
I'll get myself a prize card. Oh.
I'll promote Matang. Draw for turn. I will Ultra Ball, discarding an Ultra Ball and a Boss's Orders. Searching my deck for a Pokemon, putting it into my hand, and I will grab Stevens Metagross. I will evolve my active and go ahead and use X Boot. Searching my deck for one of each, or just one, Psychic and Metal Energy. I will grab one of each and put it onto the Stevens Metagross EX. A little bit of an awkward opening hand for me, but it did guarantee a turn 3 Stevens Metagross EX, so I can't be too upset.
Yeah.
Not quite as good as a turn 2 Marnie's Grimmsnarl, maybe, but...
Yeah, going first would have been pretty good. I do wonder about that, to be honest, of going first versus going second. I think the evolution advantage might be the edge.
Yeah, could be. And then I'll attach Stevens Metagross for turn, and I will Metal Stomp for 200 damage.
All right. 2 hundo, and I'll draw for turn.
Don't ask me how many cards are in my hand.
How many cards you got? 0? Interesting.
You should play Iono.
I'll play Buddy Buddy Poffin, searching my deck for up to 2 basic Pokemon with 70 HP or less. And I'll grab a Morpeko, the alternate art rare.
Art rare?
And a Scraggy.
Okay.
And then while I'm in here, I'm going to use Spikemuth as well. Grab myself a Grimmsnarl EX.
Seems good. Another rare candy, just ready to go. Or, well, never mind. You already have Morcom.
Yeah, I'm prepping for the potential Stadium bump, which, I mean, 0 cards is unlikely, but I'll evolve Impidimp to Morgrim, attach for turn to the Marnie's Morpeko.
This is where you should play around me top decking Iono. Play yourself to a 0-card hand.
Oh, yes.
And then if I top deck Iono...
And I'll Shadow Bullet.
Okay.
180 to the active. And honestly, thinking about this, the Skarmory is getting in range. Yeah, let's go 30 on the Skarmory here.
Okay, so 60 there. 210 on my active, and draw for turn. Interesting. Okay. I'll go for the X Boost, searching my deck for a Metal and Psychic Energy, attaching them to one of my Pokemon, and I will put the Metal and Psychic on... Can I put them on anything? In any way that I like, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'll go a Metal here and a Psychic here.
Sounds good. The more I'm kind of thinking about this, I think the life part's pretty bad.
And I'm going for the Metal Stomp, 200. Take a knockout, take 2 prizes. Here we are.
All right, so I'm going to push up the Purloin, draw for turn. That's why I've been playing it a little bit slow here. Going to retreat my Purloin into a Morgrim.
Okay.
And then I'll play Energy Recycler, shuffling 3 basic Dark Energy back into my deck. I don't know if this is worth waiting on playing Research this long, but I'm going to go back in here.
I think you're in a fine spot, buddy.
I'll evolve my Morgrim into a Grimmsnarl EX, searching my deck for up to 5 basic Dark Energy, and I'll put 2 onto my Marnie's Grimmsnarl EX. And you know what?
There he is.
3 onto the Marnie's Morpeko.
Load him up.
We'll see if this ends up mattering, to be honest. I'll attach return to the Marnie's Morpeko, and then I'll play Professor's Research, discarding my hand and drawing 7 cards. I'll evolve my Scraggy to a Scrafty, activate the Spike Monster to my deck for a Marnie's Pokemon, and adding it to my hand, and I'll grab a Lipard. I mean, I guess the 1-hit KO potential isn't that. I mean, it's like right there. I'll evolve my Purloin to a Lipard, and then I'll Shadow Bullet for the KO and put 30 on the Skarmory. Kind of wish I had just built it up a little bit sooner. Give myself 2 prize cards.
Could have knocked it out this turn. I will promote Skarmory and draw for turn. Hey, there we go. Had to find something at some point.
Not necessarily.
Well, I guess that's true. I'll bench Steven's Baltoy. I'll attach return to Steven's Skarmory. And then I'll play Professor's Research, discard my hand to draw 7 fresh new cards. I'll use Ultra Ball to discard 2 Drayton. Search my deck for a Pokemon.
Those are pretty good. I don't know about that.
Goodbye, Drayton. I'll grab Steven's Metagross. I'll go back in. Dude, you only have 2 prizes left. That's a problem.
It's going fast.
How do we get to this point? I'll evolve my Matang into Steven's Metagross EX.
Okay.
Then I will go for X-Boot, search my deck for Basic Metal and Basic Psychic Energy, attach them to my Pokemon however I'd like, put them onto Steven's Metagross. I will retreat Steven's Skarmory into the Steven's Metagross, and then I will Metal Stomp for 200 damage.
Alright. 2 hundo to the Grimmsnarl. I'll draw for turn. I'm going to activate the Spike Monster Gym, search my deck for a Marnie's Pokemon, get the Lipard. I will then play Ultra Ball, discarding Lipard and Purloin, putting them where they belong, into the discard pile, searching my deck for a Pokemon card and add it to my hand, and I'll grab a Marnie's Morpeko.
Gonna load up 2 more Peko this game, buddy?
I don't think so. 1 more Peko should be enough to close this out. I'll bench an Impidimp. This actually may be closer than I was giving it credit, to be honest.
What you scared of, buddy?
Everything. I mean, I am going down to, maybe I'm not scared of anything. I am going down to 1 prize card here after the KO and Scammer. All right. Attach return.
I don't think you should be that scared.
To Marnie's Morpeko, and then I'll play Iono.
Okay.
Hands go to the bottom of the deck after being shuffled, and then I get 2, and you get 4.
I get 4.
I will then Shadow Bullet for 180, and I'll knock out the Skarmory off the bench, get myself a prize card.
Okay, 180 to my active, and draw for turn. I'll evolve Baltoy into Claydol. I have a pretty slim win condition here, I think. We'll see. I'll attach return to Beldum, and I'll play Professor's Research. Discard my hand, draw 7.
Candy Metagross?
Yeah, well, it's got to be Candy Ultra Ball because my other Metagross is in the discard pile. Candy Ultra Ball! No Super Odd, though. Unfortunately, don't know if there's much I can do from that.
Yeah, this Morpeko's ready to go. Oh, it does have free retreat cost. That's cool.
It's the pivot, bro. It's better than you gave it credit for.
I know. I disrespected the Morpeko, and I was wrong.
Yeah, let's see. I'll go Ultra Ball, discard Rare Candy, Buddy Buddy Poffin. Search my deck for a Pokemon. I didn't check my prizes super close. I guess my Super Rod is prized, so my win condition didn't exist anyway. I could retreat in Eerie Light, but then you could just retreat and knock me out with more Peko, so I don't think there's anything I can do, Azul. I'll just go for the Metal Stomp for 200, take the knockout, go down to 2 prizes left, and hope that you forget how to play Pokemon.
All right, gonna promote the Morpeko here, draw for turn, and then Spiky Wheel for more than enough for the KO with the Peko.
You got it, buddy. Yeah, maybe shouldn't have put all those guys in play that I put in play. I thought I would have potentially, if I like top decked into a Steven's Metagross quickly, I'd be able to use the Skarmory really fast, but your turn 2 attack. Maybe going first is actually the move in this format.
Yeah, I could see it for sure. Because just getting the turn of evolving.
Yeah.
Being evolved to your stage 1, so you don't have to worry about Rare Candy.
Being the aggressor.
Of course, if you have the Rare Candy combo, that's pretty good as well.
So now, are we switching decks?
I'm going to trade.
We're trading.
I'll try out the Stevens.
I'm going to give the Marnies a shot. See if I can make it look as easy as you did.
I would say, as far as differences go, the stadium.
Your stadium's a bit stronger.
Yeah.
And then you got to use it for like every turn of the game as well.
You did not find the stadium though.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I didn't play supporter the first like 4 turns or 3 turns, whatever. So
neither did I, but it was by choice. So it was a little
you were
bit
chilling.
different.
You had everything you wanted.
This is true. All right, with this information in mind, then Chip, are you going first or second?
I think I am gonna go first.
Yeah, I think the evolution. I mean, we both have like 3 Buddy Poffins. All you need to find is like an Impidimp to a Morgrem, and then you're feeling pretty content. And then you're hoping I don't have Candy Metagross.
All right, I'm going first.
Which I was not far off from. I have a mulligan now.
Okay, I'll start this fella, I guess.
All right, here we go again.
You're giving me all the mulligans, no matter what deck I play.
I guess.
Good luck, Azul.
Good luck, Chipper.
Marnie's Scraggy, and draw for turn. I'll bench a Marnie's Impidimp. I'll attach return to the Marnie's Scraggy, and I'll pass to you, buddy.
Sounds good. I'll draw for turn. Play a Buddy Poffin. Searching my deck for up to 2 basic Pokemon with 7 HP or less. I'm going to go for a couple of Beldums.
Okay.
I'm going to go with the Drayton.
Okay.
Look at the top 7 cards of your deck. You may reveal a Pokemon and a trainer card you find there.
Do you think we're going to get to a point in Standard where people are playing Drayton eventually?
I think we can get there, yeah. Once Arvin rotates, like,
Yeah.
especially with, like, a deck with, like...
If Iono and Research rotate as well,
Yeah.
there's, like...
4
no...
Lily's Determination, 4 Drayton.
Yeah.
For anyone who hasn't seen... everyone's seen the reveals at this point, though. I'll grab a Switch and a Carbink off the Drayton.
Yeah, who knows when this video is going to come out, to be honest.
True. Went rogue.
Flying cards over there.
Yeah, I was definitely hoping for a candy combo off the Drayton.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Some part of the combo. I was missing a piece.
It would be pretty ridiculous if you just Draytoned into candy vinegar.
But I think getting the Bink down is nice. I'll bench the Carbink
not.
here. And then I'll attach return to Mactus Skarmory, and I'll pass it over to you, Chip.
Draw for turn. Now, I will go for Drayton. So look at the top 7 cards of my deck, reveal a Pokemon and trainer card I find there. Put them in my hand, and I do find
Uh-oh.
the Spikemuth Gym and the Marnie's Lipard.
Oh, the Lipard. Very cool.
Yeah, don't know if that guy's coming into play, but Spikemuth Gym definitely is, as I will put it in play and use its effect to search my deck for a Marnie's Pokemon, reveal it to you, put it in my hand, and I will get Marnie's Grimmsnarl
Knock
EX.
Morgrim. What, Impidimp? Backup Impidimp? Can I interest you?
I'll play Rare Candy. Oh, wait, actually, do you want to bench something first?
You can't rare candy into Scrafty anymore. You can't rare candies in stage 1, just so you know.
Thanks, buddy. Is this guy going to be completely useless? You said it was
I will
terrible.
give you it is pretty bad, I think. This guy's pretty good. It's 160 flat. That is 70 plus 70 only against EXs. My analysis on the...
Your Claydol is weak to Dark, though.
That's true.
So I'm going to put this guy in play just in case. And then I'll Rare Candy, Impidimp into Grimmsnarl EX, and I'll use Punk Up. Search my deck for 5 Darkness Energy.
The pressure's on.
And put them onto my Marnie's Pokemon however I like. I'll go 2, 2, and we'll just throw the 1 on there. Sure, why not?
Okay.
Everyone's getting a little love.
He does attack for 3 energy, the big one.
Good to know.
You're about to play Switch. Maybe?
No, off the Punk Up, I'm going to put 1 of the energies
Okay.
onto the active, if that's okay with you.
That's okay with me.
And then I'll retreat Scrag.
There's no boss on my Bink, because you have played Drayton, so that's nice.
Yeah. Not exactly a mirror of what happened in game 1,
But it's pretty close.
It is kind of close. I will put...
Oh, we're not done.
I'll put Experience Share onto the Scraggy.
Okay.
And go for the Shadow Bullet, 180, and then 30 on the Carbink. But
It
doesn't do anything.
doesn't do anything because of his ability.
I'll take my price card.
All right. Why'd they nerf it as well? It has to be on the bench. That's like unfortunate. All right, I'll draw for turn. So you got how many cards there, Chip?
I got 5.
All right. I will play Ultra Ball, discarding Iono and a Metal Energy. I'll grab a Ball Toy.
Yep.
I'll switch into the Ball Toy. This is also pretty familiar.
Yeah.
Attach a Ball Toy and I'll play Professor's Research. Now, I could get Candy Metagross, and maybe I regret this play, but...
You've already committed your energy for turn. Somebody got Candy Metagross.
It's possible. Don't talk to me.
Still pretty good, though.
Yeah, I'm not complaining about the setup still. I also got, maybe more important, the Granite Cave.
That is pretty good.
I'll then play Ultra Ball, getting rid of Claydol, and switch. Grab a Metagross EX. How many candy are in these decks? 2? Oh, 3?
3, I think.
There's so many, so much of the evolution line for so little of the stage 2. I mean, 2 is okay. I'll rare candy out my Metagross. I'll use its X boost ability. Search my deck for 2 basic energy, or a metal and a psychic specifically, and
Yeah.
I'll load up my Metagross EX here.
Sounds good.
And I'll end my turn by using Summoning Sign, searching my deck for up to 2 Stevens Pokemon and putting them onto my bench. And honestly, like thinking about how I have to play this from here on out to walk away with the dub, I'll get at least 1 Beldum. And sure, let's go with a Ball Toy.
Okay. Draw for turn. I'll bench a Marnie's Impidimp. I'll attach return to Purloin and evolve Purloin into Lipard.
Yeah.
Then I'll go for Professor's Research, discarding my hand to draw 7 new cards.
Okay.
I'll replace Granite Cave with a Spikemuth Gym.
Very good.
I'll use the Spikemuth Gym, search my deck for Marnie's Pokemon. And off the Spikemuth Gym, I'll grab a Marnie's Scrafty, put it in my hand. I'll play Buddy Poffin, search my deck for 2 Pokemon with 70 HP or less, put them on my bench.
All right.
I'll grab a Marnie's Morpeko and a Marnie's Impidimp.
A more Pekko believer. Love to see it.
Seems not bad. It's not bad. I'm going to retreat my Marnie's Grimmsnarl EX into the Marnie's Lipard.
Okay.
I'll evolve Marnie's Scraggy into Marnie's Scrafty. And then I'll go for the Pointy Claw, 70 damage, times 2 for weakness, 140, take the KO.
I will immediately
No.
bump your Spikemuth with the Granite Cave.
Oh, that's not good.
And then I'm going to X boost.
That means you get Granite Cave the rest of the game. You win the Stadium War, I'm pretty sure. There's only 2 of each stadium in these decks.
Oh, really?
Maybe there's 3, actually.
I have none left, I'm not going to lie. Psychic here, Metal to a Beldum.
Okay.
And then I will play Iono. Both shuffle our hands, put them on the bottom of the deck, and then I draw 6, you draw 4.
Okay.
Evolve Beldum to Matang, and Baltoy to Claydol. Also attach for turn to Claydol, and then Metal Stomp to the KO on your Lipard for a prize card.
And then I do get the XP share, get the energy onto the Marnie Scrafty, and I will promote the Marnie Scrafty. Draw for turn. I'll use Ultra Ball to discard 2 cards from my hand, search my deck for a Pokemon, put it in my hand, get rid of Impidimp and a Darkness Energy. I'll grab the Marnie's Grimmsnarl EX.
Again?
Rare Candy. Marnie's Grimmsnarl EX, use the Punk Up, grabbing 2 dark, 2 dark.
That feels honestly so much nicer. Like the way the deck works in Standard, you'd never get to put 5 off
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. I needed like a boss this turn, or like for you to not find the stadium.
Yeah.
Finding the stadium is very good.
I did have back-to-back.
Okay, let's go. I'll attach for turn and retreat the Scrafty. I really should have just sent up the more Pecco. It's fine though.
Okay.
I've made my bed. I'll lie in it. I forgot that thing had free retreat. I'm not gonna lie. And then I will go for the Shadow Bullets for 120 damage to the active. Jeez, man.
I'm going to draw for turn here. I'll evolve. I'll use the active X boost, searching my deck for Psychic and a Metal Energy. And with just a Psychic here, I'll use the second X boost. Also just a Psychic Energy here.
Okay.
Okay.
You got metals, buddy.
Not in my deck. I'll then attach for turn to Metagross EX and then Professor's Research. 7 new cards.
There you go. Yeah, I guess I should have thought through the math a little harder and maybe tried to line up something with the more Pecco. I potentially could have.
I will switch into my other Metagross, play an Ultra Ball, getting rid of our Candy and Matang, search my deck for a Pokemon, add it to my hand, grab Skarmory, and then I will punch for 200.
You got it, buddy. 200 damage. Draw for turn. Professor's Research.
Every time.
Discard my hand, draw 7 new cards. I'll evolve Impidimp into Marnie's Morgrim. And then I'll go for just the Shadow Bullet, 120.
Alright. 20 to Metagross. I will draw for turn. And I want to play this. We're still kind of living out here for sure. I'll attach for turn to the active. And then Metal Stomp for the KO.
Okay.
Getting 2 prize cards.
And I'll use the Experience Share to bring back a Basic Dark to the Marnie Scrafty, and I will remember that my Morpeko has retreat and promote that and draw for turn. Ultra Ball, discarding Marnie's Lipard and Marnie's Purloin. Search my deck for a Pokemon, add it to hand. I'll grab Marnie's Morpeko out. I'll play Drayton to look at the top 7 cards on my deck, look for a trainer and a Marnie, or and a Pokemon, reveal them to my opponent, put them in my hand. I will grab Scraggy and Boss's Orders. I'll retreat Marnie's Morpeko into the Marnie's Grimmsnarl EX and go for Shadow Bullet, 180 or 120 after the reduction, and no damage to the bench. Your turn.
All right, I will draw for turn. This is actually kind of interesting. I feel like, yeah, looking back on it, I think you made a mistake in retreating your first Grimmsnarl initially.
Yeah, maybe.
And maybe it would have traded out a little bit, but it's still actually kind of coming around. I know you have a boss in hand.
No, you don't.
But I can't do anything about it. Let's see. How is the prize trade going to go here? Okay, I'm going to play Drayton. Look at the top 7 cards on my deck.
Okay.
Taking a trainer card and Pokemon that I find there, add into my hand, and I'll grab the Energy Recycler.
Makes sense.
I'll then retreat my Metagross to my benched Metagross here, and then play Energy Recycler. Shuffling back, 3 Metal Energy and 2 Psychic Energy to the deck.
Yep.
And then I'm going to X-Boost with the Metagross on the bench to begin with, grabbing Metal to the Claydol, Psychic to the active. I will then Metal Stomp for 200.
200 damage, and I will draw for turn. I'll switch Marnie's Grimmsnarl into Marnie's Scrafty, and then I will use Boss's Orders to bring up your Steven's Metagross, and I will Wild Tackle 100 damage after all the reduction, enough for the KO though, and 30 damage to myself, 2 prize cards.
Okay, honestly, I'm pretty sure the only thing I'm scared of at this point is...
hold on, I should say something weird. Let me check through this card pile real fast. How many cards do you have, man? A lot? I've got 7. Oh, that should, no, that's not guaranteed to work. Nothing is guaranteed. Well, we're forced to have that, and that now.
So I'm going to promote Claydol
Okay.
and draw for turn.
Okay.
Oh, that's still not great. There's nothing great. All right, I'll play Super Odd, recovering Metagross, and 2 metal energy.
Yep.
To my deck. I feel like I'm missing something here. I don't know what it is though, so we're just gonna roll with what we got. I can't play around everything, I guess, based on my hand, so maybe there's something prize that would help me here, but I don't know if it is. Attached to Matang, and then let's go with the next boost here. Maybe there's something I want. There's not. And then Clay Blast for the knockout, getting a prize card.
I'll promote Marnie's Morpeko, draw for turn. Then shut another Marnie's Morpeko, and I'll pass.
Okay, draw for turn. Okay, no, it still works. Used, oh no.
Judge, my opponent mixed up their discard pile and deck.
There we go.
I can't prove where any cards were. Sounds like a game win to me.
Use X boost, accelerate energy to my clay doll, attach return to my clay doll, retreat into the Metagross, and then boss the Marnie's Grimmsnarl, and then knock it out with the Metal Stomp for game. I thought it was stuck for a second. I top decked my only Psychic Energy in deck. I was like, wait a second. But no, not the case.
In both games, no matter which deck I played, prize my
super-
the other boss too, so I couldn't be aggressive with boss.
Yeah, honestly, I thought I like had that in the bag at the end, but I was like, wait, if you just have Super Rod, if you could get out of Grimmsnarl plus Iono.
If that was, if I go Grimmsnarl plus Iono, that was my chance. But off my 2 prizes I took 2 Buddy Buddy Poffin.
Those are not it.
Of the 4 prizes remaining.
Yeah.
Those were the weakest ones, for sure. Well, that is it for the Marnie's and Stevens decks. Each deck got a win. You did get both of them. But you know, the main thing, I think, for me, looking at these decks is like it feels a little bit like a bummer that just all the trainers are the same. It doesn't feel like there's much variety between the 2 decks, like, besides the Pokemon.
Yeah, definitely. It would be cool to see a little bit more variety, especially because these do feel like potential starter products where 2 people who haven't played the game before might pick up both of these and play against each other.
Yeah.
And then you do that and you're like, this is very similar. And I feel like honestly the big thing about them is the stadiums. Getting your stadium, keeping it in play for both decks is kind of like the difference. So if you can get that value, that's really what you're looking for, to be honest.
Which one do you feel like feels stronger in the Marnie's versus Stevens meta?
What do you mean? Just like these 2 decks?
Yeah,
against each
which
other?
one do you think one is favored over the other?
I think it's pretty close. Because like especially the Grimmsnarl deck, just because of the Spike Month, you have more access to more attackers, so you can run around a little bit more. But the Metagross deck, if you get your stadium to stick, you force the 3-shot, and that can be hard to deal with for the Grimmsnarl side. So
yeah. I think I give the slight edge to the Metagross deck.
Yeah, I think if I had to give someone an edge, it would definitely be Metagross for sure. I think I'd give them, if I had to give them an edge, but it feels like a lot of it comes down to the stadium initially. But I think good starter products individually for against each other, I guess it's still somewhere to start, but it does feel, it'll get pretty boring pretty quickly to just play these back and forth against each other.
Yeah, I feel that.
But I guess, the value is there for either, because what are these, like $15, $20?
Yeah, $15, man.
Like, is it buying this for $15 better than buying all the singles for a Grimmsnarl deck?
Oh, it's gotta be, I think.
Right?
Yeah.
Probably.
I think on the secondary market, this deck is probably worth more than $15.
Yeah.
So, I don't know about the Stevens one, but
yeah,
Marnie's Grimmsnarl is a little bit better in the current standard metagame. I don't know when this video is going to come out, but
we're hoping Stevens will have its moment at some point, because this card feels so powerful.
Yeah.
But
Stevens will come around. I don't know. Metagross GX also had a really powerful ability, and it
That
didn't
was
ever really have a
okay.
moment. Like, I think it got second at regionals, but that was
Yeah.
it. It was like okay for one format, pretty much, right?
And even then, it wasn't great.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't great. It was like a very much a tier 4 deck that felt good enough. Honestly, yeah, I mean, it wasn't terrible. But yeah, I'm hoping Stevens Metagross does have its moment at some point. But right now, as far as like in competitive format, but honestly, both these decks I think are a good place to start if you're getting into the game. But
yeah, it was a lot of fun. Definitely worth picking up if you're interested in checking out the Pokemon TCG. GG Azul.
GG's.